Hello all, myself Vedangi and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So guys, my another topic for today's discussion is section 498A of the Indian Penal Code. So basically, section 498 was first of all introduced in the year 1983 to protect a married woman from being subjected to cruelty and from being harassed. Also, it claims to provide protection to the women from the brutal acts caused by the husband and the relatives of the husband. Now, what is section 498A of the Indian Penal Code? So, section 498A of the IPC deals with the violence done on women after her marriage and also by the husband and by the in-laws. And it prescribes punishment for a period of 3 years and a fine. So cruelty can be defined as if the act done is of such nature that is basically done to entice the women to commit suicide and causing an injury to herself which is fatal. Also, if the act done is to harass the women so as to fulfill the unlawful demands of the family member of the husband, then it will also be a cruelty. Now, the ingredients of section 498A are: the woman must be married, she must be subjected to cruelty or harassment, and such cruelty or harassment must be done either by the husband or by the relatives of the husband so as to fulfill the unlawful demands of them. Now, why there is a need for section 498A? So section 498A provides a weapon to the woman to protect herself from the brutal acts of the family and of the family members of the husband and the husband himself. Also, this section helps the woman to approach to the court and seek protection from such offences. Now, in many cases, we have seen that women are forcefully tortured, they are like harassed to meet the unlawful demands of the family. So in that way, section 498A provides protection to them against such offences. But there are certain loopholes in this section, and nowadays we can see that there are so many cases where the women are basically misusing this section, the provisions of this section. They are using it against the husband so as to take revenge, so as to seek revenge against them. They are filing frivolous complaints against them. But focusing on the misuse of this particular section, this is particularly wrong to say that we should repeal this particular section. No, this section should be amended so as to remove these loopholes, because this is providing protection to the women also. Now, how this particular section is misused? So, Supreme Court calls section 498A as the legal terrorism, and how it is misused is that basically the urban and the educated women of nowadays, they are misusing this section. They are filing frivolous complaints against the husband and the family members of the husband, and in many cases it is also seen that the bedridden parents of the husband are arrested without any proper investigation on the basis of mere complaint. So that is also wrong. Second thing is that in some cases husbands are also prone to harassment, and due to the mental and physical torture, in some cases they commit suicide. But such cases go completely neglected by our judiciary. So this is also a wrong thing. So we can say that pro-women laws should not become anti-man laws. Now, what are the certain arguments on this section? So this law can only be invoked by the women and or his or her relative, so this is basically a demerit. But once a complaint is lodged against the husband and the family members of the husband, they are arrested, and not even investigation is conducted against them, so that is wrong. But talking about the advantageous part of this section, so it protects the women against the brutal acts of the family members of the husband. And taking into consideration these things, government has also taken several steps, like government has formulated family welfare committees in every district, where volunteers have been appointed to keep a check on the daily cases that are filed. And also strict punishments are imposed on those who are misusing this particular section, or we can say who are making false complaints. Also, the courts need to take courts need to do speedy disposal of these cases. And also the power of arrest should be exercised after doing proper investigation. So what we can conclude from the entire discussion is that yes, this section is advantageous because it is protecting the women from the cruelties of the husband and his family members. But talking about the disadvantage also, so basically some women are misusing this section, and somewhere the men are also getting harassed. So in order to maintain and to achieve justice in our society, the loopholes that are in this section needs to be amended so as to bring equality in our society, and so as to not misuse this particular section. So guys, that's all about my today's discussion on this particular topic. I hope you all liked my video. If you guys have any doubt regarding to this video or to the previous one, then you can post them in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Lex Click, and we will meet in the next video with a fresh topic. Till then, bye.